And so up next we have Super Mario 3D World Any Percent by KingJO444. So please, King J, take it away.
Awesome. Thank you, Oz. Yeah, hi, everybody. I'm KingJO444. You may know me for various different games that have been run on the GDQ channel. My favorite run that I've done in a very long time and for a while now has been my run of this game, Super Mario 3D World, at PAX East. So I got the entire squad that was there for that run. If you two would like to introduce yourselves, my commentators here.
Hello there, everybody.
Sure.
I'm Illegally Sam. I was also there at PAX East. This will be a fun time.
That's true.
I'm 1215. I'm famously known for nothing, so I'm here.
Awesome. Yeah. So whenever I commentate or whenever I do runs for Hotfix or GDQ in general, I have to pick my most knowledgeable friends who know the game really well. So I have the two most high-level Mario 3D World speedrunners with me, obviously. But yeah,
where are they?
Or are they? So this is Mario 3D World. Quick history before we start the run. This game originally released on Wii U, and I ran it back then, and then it released on Switch in 2021, and it is way faster. You can skip cutscenes. It just has faster movement in general. And then it got a Switch 2 upgrade when the Switch 2 released, and that made the run 2 minutes even faster. So we're going to see this run faster than you've ever seen it before. If you watch the PAX East run, it's going to be even faster than that. So yeah, without further ado, I think we're good to go. So we're going to go ahead and start time when I select my character. So 3, 2, 1, go.
Good luck.
Good luck and have fun.
Thank you.
Good luck.
All right, so Mario 3D World, it's a 3D Mario that kind of plays like a 2D Mario sometimes. And to explain what Oz mentioned, so there's in my opinion, the only real movement glitch in this game is called crouch boosting, and that's something that I don't do. It's something that top runners use. However, I just never used it because I almost said grew up. Well, I technically did grow up, but I started running this game on Wii U before crouch boosting was a thing. And so that's why it's eligible to be on this show here today, because I'm going to be playing this more so with how you would remember it from your childhood or from when it first released.
Don't say that. I'm old now.
Hey, this game's over a decade old, okay?
Childhood, he says.
If this version was your childhood, you are very young.
Okay, that's fair. I'm talking about the Wii U version.
No, if the Wii U version was your childhood, you're also very young. Help.
So when the Switch version...
I hate to say it, but it was.
It was for me too. It was when I was a teenager.
Help.
Yeah. You. So Mario 3D World, we need 170 green stars to beat this game. So we also have to route in which green stars are faster and all that good stuff. However, we can still skip worlds and still barely get enough green stars to finish the run. So we're actually going to get our first secret exit here to skip the entirety of World 1.
Yeah, because both 3D World and 3D Land are kind of structured in similar ways to the 2D Mario games, where it's, world by world, certain amount of levels per world, and there's, secret exits and quote-unquote warp zones that let you just go all around the game however you want. So Joey's obviously going to be going the fastest way.
That was very weird. I've never done that like that before, but we're fine.
Yeah. The way that I kind of describe these types of games, Mario 3D World, Mario 3D Land, is that they're 2.5D in that they're, of course, literally 3D, you move around in a 3D space, but they follow the formula of a naturally 2D Mario game.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, they're just stage by stage progression as opposed to a sandbox.
So there we go. We just got the secret exit right there, and that's going to make us skip the entirety of World 1. And by the way, the best part about this run is we just skipped that Sprixie that we were supposed to save. The whole point of this game is to save the 7 Sprixie fairies and beat the game. We skipped that one, so they're never going to show up again. They don't show up in the later cutscenes either. They stay trapped. So
she's trapped forever.
We're an anti-hero.
Let's not worry about the lore implications of skipping worlds here.
I just want you to know, okay, if you run any percent, you're a bad person.
He said there's 7 of them. That's propaganda. There's not 7 of them. You will see later. There's not 7. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, that is true.
There were never 7.
It's false information that I'm spreading here on the GDQ channel.
That's prime number propaganda right there.
Both of them are prime numbers that we're using.
That's fair.
We're always skipping another one later on. So in total, we're only saving the ones that matter, you know? Like
Wait, how many green stars do you need?
170.
Oh, I was hoping it was going to be a prime number. Never mind.
Joey, can you get an extra one so it's a prime number?
I actually did get an extra one in the final level, so we do end with 171.
Okay, good.
Is 171 a prime number?
I'm just gonna say it is. I don't know if
I don't know if it is either.
I mean, if you say it with enough confidence, then it
If
is.
you
No, it's not.
really
It's not.
believe
It's divisible by
then
3.
it has to be.
Darn.
So
At the
let's
same.
So can
Let's
you
talk
get
really
3
quick about-
extras that-
Let's get out of this conversation. Let me talk about the game really quick here. So, the main thing you're seeing is the cat suit. This is the main power up that is introduced in Mario 3D World. This power up is so overpowered that if we lose one, like it's bad news. Like you want to make sure you always have 2 cat suits, one in like that you're wearing and then one in your reserve. So we're gonna get a second one here, and then if we ever lose one, I am gonna go out of my way to find one later on, and that's what really separates top runners to newcomer runners to this game is if you know off the top of your head where every catsuit is and when you can refill. That's very important to know for safety's sake. And I just lost my catsuit. There you go. Demonstrated it perfectly.
I was about to say, thanks for the demonstration.
No problem.
I say, did you go into that rant there to distract us from the piranha plant cannibalism going on?
Oh yeah, I
don't
did
like
kill that piranha plant. He's gone.
Yeah.
And there we go. Beat the game. We defeated Bowser.
That is not Bowser.
Yes.
Exactly.
That's Paper Bowser from Paper Mario. Except he's cardboard.
I was gonna say he's more of like a cardboard standee.
Yeah, that's more of a paper jam thing.
But yeah, the best part about this game is the different amount of movement and stuff like that. As you can see, I'm like using cat scratches and stuff like that and like diving all around. And that's the cool part about this game is that there's so many different like ways to move. And obviously there's also crouch boosting if you end up doing that, but that's cheating. So we're not doing that.
Okay.
Glitches in my Scenic Route.
Exactly.
Yeah, this
Oz
run
literally came into my chat last night and said, "Hey, if you do any sort of glitching, I am going to find you." So I'm just gonna.
We're gonna pull you off stage with a cane. That's we're gonna open the trap door.
Okay.
this shows the personification of those YouTube comments.
I also
Complaining about glitches in every speedrun.
Yeah, literally.
Exactly.
I also really like the fact that you can tell that this is a Wii U game because you can see the cursor. Instead of using touchscreen, we're using gyro controls here. So we're going to use that to our ability here to completely skip this sub area and just do that. And let's just go back to the pipe. Oh, I didn't get the green star. Let me grab it really quick. There we go. So I just grabbed it with a baseball.
I don't like how that works. I don't like how that's a thing that you can do.
We do that. If you don't like that, you're gonna hate one of the levels in World 6. I'm just gonna let you know.
The gophers in this
I know
level
what you-
upset me because
I know
they
exactly
look
what you're
like
talking about.
they look like a customer I had once who I despised.
The gophers look like a customer that you've had.
He looked exactly like the gophers in 3D World.
That's
What if he's watching right
Stress
now?
relief.
something else that I'm gonna quickly explain. This is something that we didn't know over a while in this game, but when that yellow line continues to move, like to progress to the next level, we found out that while you're mashing, if you mash the A button in like a sort of rhythm, it speeds it up. That's something we didn't know about this game for years, like until like halfway through the Switch version's lifespan. So shout outs to that. Luigi Master found that one.
And that's present in all 3
It is.
versions of the game.
I don't know if anyone went back to the Wii U version to check if it's still there, but it's available in, like, it's always been a thing. We just never realized it. No one mashed A, I guess.
Can't believe nobody went back to the Wii U version in the year 2023 or whatever.
Yeah.
I'm more surprised that it took y'all that long to get impatient and mash the A button.
I think people did mash it. Like, it just didn't feel any faster, you know?
Yeah, that's probably
Wii U speedrunning and
That's just how speedrunning is, exactly.
I was gonna say Wii U speedrunning in the year of our Lord 2026 is wild. I think the moment that Wind Waker HD gets ported to the Switch, no one will ever speedrun on a Wii U ever again.
That is true. So the other thing too about this game is on the Switch version is they got rid of like the saving text that would show up on the Wii U. Like you would get a little text box saying your game has saved. They got rid of that now. However, on the Wii U version, when we speedran that, there was a way to get rid of that, but you had to overload your Switch's memory by downloading just random stuff off the eShop, and that would make it so that if you game overed, you had to restart your entire game. So not fun.
That's awesome.
No, it's not. It was horrible.
No, that's great.
That's
Bring
also
that back.
nice for people who don't run the game.
Yeah, but the biggest differences between the Wii U version and this version on Switch or Switch 2 is the fact that you can skip cutscenes. That saves like multiple minutes. And they also upped every character's base running speed. So if you played this game on Wii U, you may notice that we're kind of zooming right now, and that's why. So that's the main key differences. Was that?
Well, you have the ground pound dive now too, right?
Oh, that is true. Yeah, you also get like the Mario Odyssey dive. Oh, now's a good time to talk about fireworks because I just got them. I'm so bad at this. But if you end a level with the timer ending with a digit being 1, 3, or 6, you get that many fireworks, and that is something that I am really bad at paying attention to. So at PAX East, we actually got the audience to boo me every time that happened. So look, it's all in good fun. Chat, when I get fireworks, you can say boo. You can do it. I just saw someone ask me why I'm changing characters. So now's actually a good time. This is an auto scroller here, so this is a good time to talk about this. There are 4 characters in this run, technically 5 if you 100% the game, but there are 4 that we'll be using in this run. Technically 3, and they all have different abilities. So Toad, which you're seeing us use a lot right now, is the fastest running speed, like on the ground. Peach can flutter, so that makes her really good for like levels with a lot of gaps and also like big skips that you can do, which we'll see later. Luigi has a really high jump and is also really good at vectoring, which we'll get into later as well. And Mario exists. So we won't be using Mario at all in his own game, which is really funny.
Yeah, the shorthand for this is just think, if you're familiar with how Mario 2 works, it's very similar.
It's pretty much the same thing, yeah.
Yeah.
I will say that the only category that we use Mario in, besides 100%, because you have to, is 380 stars, because each character has like a button that they have to hit to unlock a stamp. And that's the only time we use him, because the game forces us to. So...
Well, is there a speed run for that thing of like playing every single level with every single character?
Yes, that's 100%. But the way that we get around doing that is you connect 4 controllers, and basically you only have to play each level twice. So the second time you play the level, at the very end, you connect all 4 controllers as a different character, and then throw them onto the flagpole at the end. But
that's smart.
There is a variation, which only one person has done before, which is 100% with one controller. It's 15 hours, and it's not fun. So if you want to run that, be my guest. But yeah.
So,
anyhow,
so
here's
Joey,
Boom
how much
Boom.
to make you run it?
I have a old sub goal that got met for me to do that run, and I just never did it. So there's your reveal right there. I'm going to call myself out for that. I scammed.
That's what Richard's $20 was for, wasn't it?
Yeah, totally, yes. So this is Boom Boom, by the way. Boom Boom is the way we fought him. It saves 1 second each time you do this. We have to jump on him for the first 2 hits and then swipe him for the third hits, just for his animation. It's slightly faster. And then I got rid of my cannon box by getting hit at the end there, because that saves another second here at the end. So small optimizations, which add up.
Hey, look, the first Sprixie fairy who matters.
Yeah, actually, you know what? This is also something I want to hear from the chat. Chat, every time we say the Sprixie, they all have different hair colors and hair styles. Can you rate them on a scale of 1 to 10 every time we finish a castle? Please and thanks.
She's gonna get a flat 4.
There
from
are
me.
correct answers, and this will be on the test at the end. If you don't rate them correctly, I will be mad. And there is one
4.
correct answer on which Sprixie is the best one. And
There is a correct answer.
there is a. Do we have the same correct answer? I hope we do.
I mean, if it's the correct answer, it's got to be the same one.
It
Yes,
better be
it's the correct answer. There's an objectively correct answer.
Okay, so this is the only thing in this run that I would slightly constitute as not intended by Nintendo. If you crouch and spam crouch on the ice, you can go really fast. It's not really a glitch. It's just kind of a movement thing. So we're going to go kind of fast here, just a little bit.
I mean, if we're going based off what Nintendo intended, this entire run's a glitch.
That is true.
That's fair. Chat, do we open the trap door, chat? Do we open
Oz
the
is
trap
readying
door?
the guillotine.
Mods, run a poll now. Do it.
Run a poll. Is that wait?
is this
That's the
legal?
perfect engagement. That's the perfect engagement. We should have been doing this the whole run.
Oh wait, yeah. Someone run a poll. You have to rate every Sprixie quickly.
You're only allowed to rate them 1, 3, or 6 for fireworks.
That's true.
Exactly.
Anyhow, so we're into World 3. This is where the run really starts to spice up. Like, the run has been pretty tame so far. That's why we're able to explain a lot of stuff. But now we're going to get to some pretty scary levels with a lot of tight jumps in them. We're going to start doing vectoring with Luigi here. World record is, like, the world record holder uses Luigi in most levels. And the reason why is because of crouch boosting and also vectoring. Luigi is just very powerful when it comes to vectoring. And for those who don't know what...
Launch.
Oh, sorry,
You
go
said
ahead.
this next level is very scary, and I could tell it's a ghost house.
Exactly. That was the
is.
joke. Thank you for explaining it. That makes it way funnier.
I'm terrified.
Hey, I got to make sure everybody's on the same page.
So,
I want you to know that I voted against you in the poll.
yeah, I saw that
about
there
if
was a poll. Thank
legal.
you for actually making a poll. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Also, I do appreciate the specific wording of the poll. For me,
What is
Is this legal?
Is this legal? Yeah, I did ask her that. I did specifically say that.
Ooh, it is not legal. Is winning by 3 votes.
All right,
You
kick
know
me
how
off.
Hell yeah.
Mercy kill me. Quickly, do it. Hit the timer. Hit the timer.
Yeah, we're calling it early today, chat. A new poll.
If KJ loses
New
the
poll happened called "Is this a glitch?"
the producers were like, "We can't end this run. We got to keep it going."
Exactly.
They're gonna rig it.
We've still got the room for like another hour and a half.
I got fireworks. Just end it now. It's over.
Joey.
So,
Boo.
as I was going to say before we started these polls, if you don't know what vectoring is, basically it's in a lot of Mario games where if you're moving from basically if you jump from left to right at 45-degree angles back and forth, you continuously build up speed, and it's not capped. Like, you can go really fast. Oh, I think my capture card had some issues. Okay, it seems like it's fine now. That's something that happens. That's something that happens, unfortunately. My capture card's been having some issues recently. Anyhow. Okay, never mind. Apparently that wasn't me. I was told that was not my fault. We're good. All right, so we have our Captain Toad stages here. There's going to be a few of these in the run. I didn't let you all listen to what he says. Clay doesn't agree with this, but I think that he says diaper adventure, and I can never unhear it. So
It's not diaper adventure.
it's diaper adventure. You said
I'm not comfortable with this implication.
okay, production apparently just said that I said to cut away from the screen, and so they actually took me seriously. That was your first mistake.
Oh yeah. No, shout out to our producer Ray. If you say cut the cameras, they will cut the cameras.
Shout out to the fact that I want to use this as my SGDQ submission video. This is gonna be really funny if I use this as my SGDQ submission video, and they cut away the cameras. So yeah, basically you
Keep saying
Captain
that, see what
Toad-
happens.
Basically, Captain Toad can't jump, so you just have to collect 5 green stars without jumping, and that's the whole point of the level. So yeah.
While we travel to this next
yeah,
board,
go
you mind
for
if I read down an announcement real quick? Yeah, I just want to let everyone know that right now, Games Done Quick is hiring in 2 positions. First, First, if you have experience in administrative assistance, apply for a mainline event contract in sponsorship operations. And second, if you are an expert in broadcast strategy and marketing development and are looking for full-time work, you can apply to be part of the management team as the creative director here at Games Done Quick. And if you look at the application, that does include Hotfix as well. So if you want to work closely with Hotfix and what you see here on screen, you can apply or share with someone you know that may be interested by February 14th. Back to the run.
Perfect. That was great timing because that is a very simple level that we just did. So perfect timing there.
Yeah, it's almost like Oz has played this game before or something.
Oh, and there we go. It was all planned. The quick Oz look away option 1. Let's go. Thank you, Chad. All right, moving. So we did a little bit of a skip there where we instead of going back in the pipe from the Captain Toad level, by the way, we just did a main menu warp. That saves about 3 seconds, and it's just because the pipes in this game are so slow. Like, it says a lot that it's faster for us to work with the menu than to actually, like, enter the pipe.
That's fair. That's fair.
So now we're moving on to our water level here. What is that pull?
Should King J be banished to the Silent Realm?
Mods are
The answer, yeah.
Mods are
but not for this.
Mods are having a fun time with these polls right now, and I respect it. Honestly, if this is the poll run of this hotfix, I'm down. Just keep.
The answer is yes, probably double yes, and no. It's funnier this way.
It would have been funnier if if the answers were just yes and yes. Like, there's no like option that like is good for me. It's that one was.
You will be banished to the Shadow Realm.
I feel like one of them was Tea Tree.
If we send Joey to the Shadow Realm, can we use those buzz saws from the duel with Arcana, where they're just going around the arena and they hit you, they send to the Shadow Realm, and absolutely nothing else?
I like that this is what we can talk about because this is an underwater level, so there's not too much to talk about. So why not talk about banishing me to the Shadow Realm? Thank you. Awesome. Great comments.
My sister watched so much Yu-Gi-Oh! That I should actually, like, know that, and I'm upset that I'm not familiar with the buzzsaws.
That was a season 2 thing.
Very glad to be here as well because I do want to give a little bit of an insight on the PAX East run that happened. Joey did ask me to be on the couch, but I was actually working PAX East in a different job at the time, and so I could not make that run. But the full squad is here to give y'all some amazing content here on GDQ Hotfix. So again, thank you to Joey and of course Clay and Sam for being here on this show. It does mean the world. It means the world to anyone who participates in this show, and I hope you all are enjoying this run as much as I am.
Yeah, it means the 3D world to him.
Yes.
Yeah, I will take any opportunity to heckle Joey.
Yeah,
so
look, Oz, if you were able to join that run, we would have had someone who actually knew the run, but instead I had these two.
Pull behind the curtain for a second. I've never actually played 3D World.
Yeah, exactly. My point.
I played this game a lot. I've done like full 100%. Like it's really good.
So this is one of those one of the runs that I would really like to see at a mainline GDQ event. It hasn't been in since actually a 2018 GDQ, and that was back when the Wii U was still the main version. So the Switch version hasn't been in yet, which is hopefully subject to change in the future. I'm gonna keep spinning until this gets in. So
yeah, and a lot has
you're gonna keep
changed.
spinning.
So much has changed in this run since its last appearance at a mainline GDQ, and outside of mainline GDQ, it's been on Hotfix in 2 shows that are no longer on air. One's for Challenger Approaching, and the other one for the First Step. Then that was both of those appearances were over 4 years ago, and so outside of PAX East, this run in this game
doing
has
a scary jump here, by the way.
So I'm very excited to have it here.
Oh, I nailed it. Okay, that is such a scary jump, and I got the fast version of it too. I was so worried about that. Let's go.
We get to celebrate with 6 fireworks.
I will take fireworks and getting that trick. Okay, so I would have talked over it, but that is by far one of the scariest run killers. Because there's so many death planes on that level, and we skipped 90% of that level. So I'm happy I managed to do that pretty much perfectly. And look, I know we're in World 3, but this is PB pace, so we're gaming right now. Let's go. There's still so much more to go, but we're gaming.
Are we sure we're not doing the fireworks on purpose?
Yeah, it's,
Someone in chat
fireworks make me stronger. So coming up here, we have a skip. This is the Bullet Bill Express. Basically, the way that auto-scrollers work in this game is they get, like, pushed forward, like, the more that you... Is my camera gone?
Yeah, you got banished to the Shadow Realm.
Yeah, you're in the shadow realm.
You're in the shadow realm.
Can they still hear me? I just want to make sure.
We can still hear you, no worries. We just need to banish you to the shadow realm a little bit.
I hope they can still hear me. Is my
We can still hear you, no
I
worries.
think it would be very funny if they could not hear you.
Anyhow, as you can see here, though, there's a few ways you can do this this strat. You can either like flutter with Peach, which I find a little bit harder. So instead, I switch to Toad and use the Tanuki suit, which is pretty overpowered as well, and just jump back and forth. And that slowly pushes the auto scroller forward. The more you do that, that is slightly, like, you may think that doesn't save a lot of time, but that saves about 10 seconds. And then this is Pom Pom. We're gonna get a quick early hit on here. On the Wii U version, because of the slower character speeds, that used to be frame perfect. Now you get like half a second to manage to pull that off, so it's a lot easier. And there we go, she's dead.
I love Pom Pom. Why?
Beautiful.
Oh, okay. Well, I didn't enter the box.
You have to not get fireworks for the next 5 levels to be released from the Shadow Realm.
That's unfortunate. Well, I guess I'm never leaving. I almost got it. Okay, we're good.
Okay. Good.
All right, rate this Pixie. Do it.
Oh, she's an 8 out of 10. She's fabulous.
I agree. This is one of the better ones, in my opinion.
It's a very fairy godmother haircut.
The two that we skip, ironically, I think have like the worst hairstyles, so it actually works out.
Yeah, that's why they get skipped.
Exactly.
Well, yeah, that's why we're skipping them. Yeah.
If you don't have a good hairstyle, we just leave you in your bottle.
Maybe if they went to the salon before they got kidnapped, then we would have saved them.
Someone just said 10 out of 10. I think they were being a little too nice.
Well, we've got a poll.
She is pretty slay. Oh yeah, we're rating the hair. Hang on.
I agree with 7 or 8 out of 10. I agree with that.
All right, I'll give her the 4 out of 5.
We out of 5? Why are we doing
There's
that?
only
The full is out of 5.
Okay. Yeah, there's only 5 options. That's right.
Y'all vibe with Histocrat in this chat?
I love Histocrat. This is a great boss fight, and it's also even funnier because we're gonna skip Histocrat. You're supposed to wait for these snakes to come up and stuff like that, but we can just do a spin jump with Luigi and then dive at the top, and that's it. So
I actually
Histocrat.
did. This is one of the few speedrun strats that I do know, and when I play this game casually, I do this.
yeah, it actually is a little bit harder in the Switch version, and the reason why is because the Switch version, I mentioned that the Switch version added a lot of great quality of life improvements and made the speedrun a lot better. The one thing that it made worse was that it nerfed every character's jump height just slightly. So it makes it a little bit harder to do that strat, but I mean, if you're good at the game, it's easy to adapt. So yeah.
I want to call out that
right,
for the rate the hair poll, they almost got it. 5 votes on 5, 4 votes on 4, 1 vote on 1, but they had 2 votes on 3 and 3 votes on 2.
I think they were trying to do that.
So
And that's on you, chat. That's on you right there.
That's on you. I expect better from you, chat. I'm gonna be honest. All right, so now we're moving on to World 4. We are going to be skipping World 4 again. However, this is a big difference between the Wii U and Switch version's routing. The Wii U actually had an out-of-bounds skip that's in World 8. In the overworld, where you could fall down to World 4 and do the mystery house, which has 10 green stars, so it's very important. The Switch version actually patched that. It's one of the few things that they patched in the Switch version. And so we're not able to do that, which is unfortunate because it's really cool. I mean, it's fortunate for this hotfix, but it's unfortunate because it was such a cool skip. There's still a way to do it, but you have to use multiple controllers, and it's just not really that fun to do anymore. But what I will say, I will tell this story. The way we found out about that skip on the Wii U version was by finding someone on Miiverse who was just sitting on that pipe at the entrance of World 8. And what we ended up doing, because we didn't know how to get up there, we ended up playing Pictionary back and forth with him on Miiverse to figure out how to do that. That's a real story. Shout out to Miiverse. You will be missed. Can I get an F in the chat for Miiverse?
Awesome.
F's in the chat for Miiverse.
Miiverse was such a good thing that no one used.
The only thing that I'll ever remember Miiverse for is that one post about Sonic with the spring.
True.
Yeah, it's a trap. It's to keep you from just running straight forward.
Also, right there, we just did a skip that actually got rid of our catsuit. And the reason why I did that, we're going to get another catsuit in the next level. And so, like, we just sacrificed it there to save about 10 seconds. The only thing I remember from Miiverse is that one guy who bought every single Nintendo game and rated the water in it.
I was about to say, that's the other thing I remember.
That was great. I followed that guy. He was awesome.
Was that because you were like 5 when Miiverse existed?
Yeah, no, I was still in the womb when Miiverse existed. Yeah.
This is the youngest one here. We'll make fun.
I was
young.
Wait,
I was born yesterday.
Didn't know this.
I'm 22 years old.
Okay, yeah, you are younger than me.
I turned 23 in February.
I'm Unk. I'm 25.
Yeah.
I'm Unk, and then Clay is Grandpa. So
I'm Grandpa.
I'm also here.
and then Sam's here.
Well,
So right here, most important skip. We're gonna skip this stamp. The stamps lose time every time you grab them. Very nice. And then right here, I'm gonna focus. I need to grab this. Nice. Okay, cool. I tapped that with a visual cue there, so that that's a random box that can give you pretty much any item. But I have a way to make it so that I get a catsuit out of it every single time, as long as I time it correctly. So I will happily take that. Now we have 2 catsuits once again. There we go. And we didn't mention this before, but we do have an inventory slot, so we can have 1 item in reserve. We just hit up on the D-pad whenever, and then we can use that whenever we need to.
I just realized that I'm so old that I'm the primordial soup purple slime in that level.
I like how I'm like actually explaining strats, and then we just have.
I'm not listening to you.
Exactly.
I'm in my own world over here.
Joey is saying things that matter, and we're just here.
If you watch
I mean,
the PAX
that's-
East, if you watch the PAX East run, this is exactly how it went as well. That in the audience
And
was
people
really
loved
funny.
it.
Exactly.
Sorry, Joey.
That run was.
I have to interrupt you talking about things that matter to talk about crap that does not.
That run is like one of my favorite runs that I've done on like at an in-person event, mainly because the audience was really funny. They were just yelling out random stuff and we responded to them, but also like it was just vibes the whole way through. Like there was some point that I forgot we were live. Like it just felt like we were on a couch together.
Genuinely, if you are looking for like a really, really good run to like enjoy and just laugh and just have a really good entertainment with, go watch that run of Joey doing Super Mario 3D World at PAX East. The vibes are off the chart. The crowd is electric and the gameplay is amazing. Like,
yeah, they had to
10 out of 10.
close the door because there was too many people in the crowd. So by the way, this level right here, so this is one we would normally not do in any % on the Switch version, but I am glad that it's in this version. This is the cool thing that we get to do because of the fact that they patched that skip in World 8, because we get to do this auto scroller skip coming up here. Normally you're supposed to ride this like bounce pad and stuff like that, and it's really slow, but we can skip that by doing a little bit of a scary strat. I'm gonna need serious time here. Okay, nice, got it. Oh my god.
Ooh, that's really good.
It's so
really
scary.
good.
And if you fail that, you die. So it's not
Applause
fun.
in the chat for that, y'all. That was amazing.
There's a lot of those like tricks with Peach. That's why that's why I say whenever you see me switch to Peach, you're gonna see some wild stuff, and it's gonna be really cool. So yeah, that's one of the scarier tricks because it saves about 15 to 20 seconds, but if you die, it loses like a minute. So another big reset point, like around halfway into the run there, or like just under halfway. All right, so this is what we were looking for. This is why we played those extra levels we normally would skip in the Wii U version. It's because this mystery house here is just so important because you get 10 green stars and they're all so fast because these are all like speedrunning stages, which is just running from point A to point B.
Yeah, honestly, the green stars is what makes this game as a run as interesting as it is, because As fun as it is to just blitz through all the levels as fast as possible, the fact that you have to route in a whole bunch of collectibles along the way makes it way more interesting to watch.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would agree.
I will say the other thing I love about the Switch version is it has online multiplayer, which is really funny because you can do co-op runs with people from like across the world, and it leads to some really iconic runs. Shout outs to me having the world record in 380 stars with 4 players, and I was playing with 3 people who had never really ran Mario 3D World before, and they were all Galaxy speedrunners. I played with Galactic, Hardcore Gaming, and Jay. It was just so funny the whole way through.
That's a goated lineup right there.
Yeah, it is. So there we go. We got all of the green stars we need in World 4. So we're actually going to go back to World 4-2, and we're going to play it again, but this time get the secret exit and skip the rest of World 4 because it's actually faster to do that, even though there's only 2 levels remaining.
Nice.
Nice.
I mean, I imagine the castle probably takes up a good chunk of that time.
It does, yeah. The castle is a little bit long. There's also a wonderful category that is on the category extensions. I'm not going to name the category because I'm not allowed to on the GDQ channel. But it's basically just beat World 5, World 4. And if you just look at, where am I going? I was going to the green star. If you just look at the category extensions, you can probably find it. And you can probably understand, oh, I see why he can't say that on GDQ.
I'm gonna need you to explain that to me later.
I will tell you about it later. I'll only send you
good.
just a picture of the category name. That's all you
Oh,
need.
yeah, perfect.
Clay, you'll learn about it when you're older.
Yeah, I'll tell you when you're older, yeah.
I don't have much time left, Sam. How long do I have to wait until my primordial gray, purple goop turns to like a sickly like gray or something?
All right, so now we're into World 5. And this is a really cool world. Also, we skipped that ferry once again in World 4, which means that one is also going to stay in its jar, and we won't see him again. Now we have 2 Captain Toad stages. Now you're probably wondering, like, how do you do 2 Captain Toad? I can speak. 2 Captain Toad. How are you planning to do 2 Captain Toad stages? There's only 1 per world that you visit. You'll see that when we get to it. It's another cool thing about the routing in this game, and how we are able to do it and trick Nintendo. And it's not a glitch because like Nintendo allows you to do to take the secret exits. So it's something that they knew about. But anyhow, right here, the way that I do these Captain Toad stages is actually pretty interesting. Like I do like a weird claw grip on my controller. What's funny about the Captain Toad stages on the Wii U is I coined the term nose strats because you had to use the touchscreen on the Wii U gamepad, and some people like to claw grip it, but I wasn't good at that. So instead, I used my long nose and I tapped. I tapped the stuff on the Wii U gamepad with my nose as I was moving.
As a member of the long schnoz club, I feel you.
I'm also in that club.
Exactly. Yeah. Actually, that was a prerequisite to commentate this run. You had to have a long nose, yeah.
Yeah.
So we're
measured.
I do not have the genes for that. I do not have a long nose. I'm sorry.
Tom's got grandfathered in as the host.
So
exactly.
We're gonna go down here to these pipes here, and we're in a part of World 1 that actually isn't unlocked right now. This is a place we can't get to because we got the secret exit. But if you take that pipe, you can get here. And so that's what I mean by like, it's something that Nintendo knew about. They had to know about this. But it's really cool with the routing because you get another 5 green stars here basically for free. And right here, I'm going to be doing the fastest cycle here. These are all global cycles with these moving platforms. As soon as we enter this level, they will not be stopping. So we do have to make sure we catch this one here as it goes up. And then I'm going to hold these enemies here so I can make it by. And then we just kind of do a loop there. There we go. All right, so now what we're going to do is we're going to actually go back to World 5. And thankfully, we just work back there. So did a little bit of a side quest, but now we're going back to the main campaign. of Mario 3D World.
Railcun in chat saying, if you lack the long schnog, you just have to use the chin put.
I was trying to not laugh at Chinput.
I did see chin put, and I was like, I don't have a good chin either. Like, it's not gonna work.
Listen, chin put strats are the new meta, okay?
I
That
have
is
used
true.
my mouth to press buttons on controllers before. Like, not
That's
like,
not
just,
okay. That is
No, just specifically, like, I mean, just like pressing my lips against the controller, like not.
so you kiss
like
your
a little-
controllers.
Yeah, exactly.
Right
He
there.
speedruns lovingly.
Right there is a cool little strat where I actually, so we had to get these like 4 orange coins there to unlock the warp box, and the way we actually got one of them was we stepped on a Koopa shell, and then we sent the Koopa into the tunnel to get the coin for us, which was really cool. It's another instance of like that baseball strat we saw earlier, where like different items can get collectibles for you. Also, here's Plessy, by the way. We love Plessy in this house.
Yay!
This is the one
love
time we
Plessy.
will see
Yay,
Plessy.
Plessy!
The one time we'll see Plessy. I'll pet Plessy.
I mean, Plessy's in the credits. We'll see Plessy in the credits.
That is true. I'll let the credits play and make sure I take 27 years to shout out everybody so that we can see Plessy. Okay, in all reality, I really like overestimated how much of an estimate I would need. I gave myself a 143 estimate, but in practice, I've only been getting like 136s at the very worst, or 137s. So like, we can take some extra time at the end to look at Plessy.
Yeah, we get to listen to the full staff roll theme because it's the best song in the game.
It is a banger theme for sure. Also, it has
Plessy.
my favorite name in a Mario like credits. It has Jonathan Johnson. Shout out to John, my man.
Boo.
All right, so that was 5-1. It's a pretty tame level. It doesn't have too much except for just, you know, a lot of the collectibles. Now we actually perfectly routed this so that we have 80 green stars, so we can unlock this secret level instead of the one to the left. And this one is way faster. It is one of the fastest levels. Like, don't blink or you'll miss it. So yeah. And I mean that because like it's gonna be done in like 20 seconds. So we go over here.
Oh, I
get
did
back
this
on
level,
light.
yeah.
Yeah, this level, yeah. Whoops, I missed the green star. Okay, we're good. There we go.
We're good,
It took
we're
a
good,
little
we're
bit
good, we're
longer, but it actually works out because if I play this level perfectly, I always get fireworks. So I did that on purpose. Let's go. Totally.
Totally.
Yeah.
Also, someone asked earlier, this was way earlier, and I'm going to respond to it now because I just remembered it. Someone asked if Bowser's Fury was in GDQ, like mainline GDQ. Yes, but I don't count that as like showing off the Switch version of 3D World because it's like its own separate run. And this
Basically its own game.
And this run is literally 10 minutes. Like the estimate for 3D World the last time it was shown at mainline GDQ was 1 hour and 50 or something like. No, it was 1 hour and 55. And now my estimate's 143, and I'm by far not the best runner at this game. So, yeah. This game has really come a long way, specifically with the Switch.
Even
version.
then, even if you take just like Bowser's Fury, like that run hasn't been on for quite some time. It's only been on one time, SGDQ 2021 by Fur.
That is true.
And
yeah.
I'm pretty sure that was the GDQ like right after it came out, like the most recent one that it was, or the earliest one that it was eligible for.
Yeah, that
and so
is true.
even that has like progressed a lot. This game has. I'm very glad to have it here in order to see just how much this game has progressed.
Yeah, thank you.
And I do love me some Bowser's Fury as well.
That's the interesting thing. There's so many Mario games that it's easy to forget that, like, oh yeah, some of them just don't actually get shown off that often.
Yeah. I am a proud supporter of this game. I love speedrunning this game. I think it's one of the easiest to get into speedrunning. So if you think this looks fun at all and you have either the game on Switch or Wii U, feel free to join the Discord. That it's linked on speedrun.com on the game's page. Also, here's some vectoring again, but this time with Toad. But yeah, feel free to join. We want more people to run this game. The community is awesome. A lot of the top runners are coming back, and there's actually going to be some really cool world record competition between Xylix, who's current world record holder, and Luigi Master, who's second place.
Well, actually,
of Switch 2, yeah.
That's not accurate anymore. During this run, like Luigi Master got the world record.
Oh, did he actually just get it? Okay, that's really funny.
Yeah.
Okay, well, Xylix is gonna go back for it, so now we have a war going on for world record. Okay, so
Well, he has world record until this run finishes.
surely, yeah. Let's just not
It'll
talk
be a
about
record
the
in
fact that that's 10
something.
minutes better than my PB. Anyways, so now we have a very scary level. If you play this game casually, this is a terrifying level. Every time I jump, these platforms are going to flip. And that leads in multiplayer. This is one of the funniest levels, by the way. When the game first came out, I played with Cosmic. Like we did a day 1 4-player speed run with a bunch of the top runners from the Wii U. So it was me, Cosmic, Yondema, and Priceless. It's one of my favorite videos I ever got to be a part of. It's on Cosmic's YouTube channel. And I still laugh at that run today. It is so funny because of like this level is one of them that's like just so much chaos was happening in that. But there we go. We got through it pretty smoothly. As you can see, we are skipping some green stars, and that's just because we only need 170, so we can skip some. So
I have a question.
yeah, what's up?
Can we play the slot machine?
No, we did this at PAX already. I did that and lost a minute for you at PAX. Run a poll.
The Shadow Realm demands another minute.
run a poll if we should play the slot machine. All right.
Well, good. Yeah, then I'll win.
So now we have another really scary level, 2 back-to-back. This is more vectoring with Luigi, so you're going to see some really fast movement here. But we also have to play very risky at the beginning here by jumping on these cannons. And then we have to jump on here. Okay, nice. That's pretty hard to do. All right, so now... Thank you. So now we're going to vector here, and you can really see the speed that we get with Luigi from vectoring and bunny hopping. And sadly, we have to take a little bit of a break from it to get this green star here. But then we can go back to it. And then there's this whole part where like you're supposed to use bullet bills to like break holes in the wall and stuff like that. But instead, we can just use the catsuit and climb up here, take a break at this little hole here, and then skip to the very end. And there you go. That's the level. That was perfect.
I love
too.
this level so much.
That level is probably my favorite.
Yeah.
It's one of my favorites in the speedrun, but I also often lose like 20 seconds to it. All right. Okay, apparently gambling is winning, which is not what I wanted. Look, I'm not doing it, and the reason why is because we're on PB pace, so we're not doing it.
Good.
Quick,
That's fair. That's fair.
kick your switch over.
No, yeah, that's valid. That's valid. I will say.
I have to check what my pace is after this world, but I believe I'm actually on PB pace right now, so I would like to keep that going if that's the case.
So what I'm hearing is if you lose PB pace, then we'll go gambling.
Maybe.
Yes.
Maybe. Don't twist my words.
Do you have your splits up right
Samuel. I do have my splits up right now, yeah. I will. I'm going to check after this world. The big thing about my PB is that my PB loses 20 seconds in World 7. So we might be behind, but like we have time save. But this has been a very clean run so far. Obviously, a couple slip-ups here and there, but considering I've been talking the whole time too, I'm very impressed with how I've been playing.
Yeah, Joey will regularly say that's like, oh, I'm doing like some really hard stuff in this game. That means I need to talk a little bit less. But no, he can just talk through it. He has no
I'm a yapper. I'm a certified yapper. Anybody who's watched any GDQ run of mine knows this.
We do love yappers in this call.
We literally have 4 yappers in this hotfix run right now. There's been
all competing against one another.
There's been 3 times I've heard someone try to talk and 2 people talk over them. Also, by the way, that boss was very difficult. I just had to, stand in the same spot he always goes. Like, it's the most predictable boss, but I usually like to do a bit where like I hype it up and say it's difficult, but I forgot to do it. So everybody should applaud me right now.
I'm gonna tell you what I'm not gonna applaud. This Sprixie's hair. It's 1 out of 10.
Oh, I agree. It's not that good. Yeah.
It's not that good, but purple's my favorite color, so I'm obligated to enjoy. I'm obligated to root.
You're very easily
She
swayed.
let down the purple community.
You're very easily slayed if that's the case.
This is true. God.
Oh god, let's go gambling one with 82%. You have problems, okay?
Is there a gambling percent speedrun?
No.
There should be.
I mean, technically, we got world record of that at PAX East. So, for instance, for explanation, I wasn't going to do that at PAX East, but then the audience yelled at me to do it, and I couldn't say no. So that's what we did.
So what you're saying is that peer
bullying
pressure
works.
and bullying works.
Yeah, bullying works.
I'm not saying no, but I'm not saying yes.
What if I pressure you to say yes?
Yes.
Oh,
There we go. It worked.
So right here, we do a nice little skip here. We skip going into that box. We're going to see a lot more of that later. It's just a little bit slower to go in the box and take the warp. And this is another cool level because like it introduces us, like we've seen the clear pipes before, but this is a level that's like fully built around it. And coming up, there's going to be this end section where the game wants us to like go into the clear pipes and do a whole little like maze where these fuzzies are chasing you around, but instead we're just gonna go on top because we can.
This is a really good level.
I really like the clear pipe mechanic in this, especially being able to throw fireballs into them, and I'm glad that made it to Mario Maker 2.
Yeah, so this is what I mean by we're just gonna, play outside of the clear pipes right there, and then hopefully I grab onto the wall here. Okay, good. Sometimes you can't, and you just go into the pipe. But there we go. Very clean.
Very nice. I do think that like when this game first came out, I remember like being like in awe of the clear pipe mechanic and being like, wait, that's actually really, really smart game design.
Yeah.
Like it's really good.
Yeah,
yeah, it's cool.
This is one of those games that like everybody, when it was revealed, wasn't that interested, and then it came out and it got like 10 out of 10s across the board, and everybody, and now it's getting like kind of a resurgence. When the pandemic hit, actually, was actually when this game was the most popular to speedrun because Cosmic was running it, and there was like world record contention from a lot of people, and it was just really fun to watch. Then a bunch of Nintendo YouTubers started running this, like Nathaniel Bandy and Nico BBQ. So it was just a really fun time back on the Wii U days, right before the Switch version came out.
Also, I want to back up real quick. Oz, you were thinking about good game design when you were 10 years old.
Yeah. This is true.
When you were 5, yeah.
You're like, wow, Nintendo really did such a good job designing this game.
Dang, I was 10 years old when this game came out.
Okay,
Oz was ahead of his time.
Okay, I got really bad RNG there. Sadly, those bullies are RNG, and I got some bad patterns.
This is really good. I do think that this game is like the epitome of just like the most important thing in a video game is that it's just fun. Like you gotta make it fun.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
All right, so I actually don't know if we're PB pace. I'm like 10 seconds behind PB pace, but like I said, I have like 25 seconds of time save in World 7, so I don't know.
No worries.
I'm gonna pretty please ask that we not take a break.
Don't worry, we don't have to.
Yay, unless my run dies in the next 3 levels. For hindsight, our stopping point for the break that is mandatory for like runs that are over an hour on Hotfix was going to be at the end of this world because it actually like lines up really well, and it's usually just around an hour for me. But yeah, we'll see what my pace is after this world.
Sounds like we need some more fireworks.
Yeah.
If the run dies, can we go gambling?
You're
if the
only
run dies,
the third
can we go
person that's asked this. So another thing too is this level is supposed to be an auto scroller, but we're going to just skip this. And once again, this is another level that's global cycles, which means the cycles are moving from the very beginning. So I'm getting what's known as fast success 4. There is a way to get a cycle that's one cycle faster than this. It's called Lightning 6-4. However, that requires Luigi and crouch boosting. And guess what? We're not doing exactly what I just said. So
gambling.
Yeah. Gamble. Yeah.
Yeah, that. Yeah.
And there we go. Very nice. I'm glad that I got the fast cycle. That's another one that, like, if you miss that cycle, that it may not seem like a big time loss, but it's about like 20 seconds. And in a run like this, where it's like very optimized, you don't want to lose 20 seconds.
20 seconds is like 1,000 years in speedrunner.
That
like
is
years,
very
you know
true.
what I mean?
Unironically, yes. So this boss,
No comment.
this boss for the longest time, we thought it was RNG about which pipe he would come out of. We found out though that it actually is kind of okay. So I messed it up, but we actually found out that it's cycle dependent. However long you're in this level for that will depend determine which one of these pipes he will come out of. So I played this level really bad. So what you don't want to see is what happened there, where he went around the back and came out the other side. But unfortunately, that's what happened. So I lost like 5 seconds.
5 seconds closer to gambling.
God, no, stop. Play. I hate you.
I don't want your
Why are you on my couch? Why is this man on my couch?
Okay, Joey, we just need you to lock in. We just need you to lock in.
We need you to lock in and lose 2 minutes so we can go gambling. I'm trying to remember if there's anything else that we haven't mentioned so far about like the differences between Switch and Switch. Oh, I guess I haven't mentioned like why Switch 2 is faster. So Switch and Switch 2 runs are on the same leaderboard. We didn't split them like most other games do. And the reason why is just because there's not as many active runners as other games for 3D World. But yeah, so the main difference is the load times. And you may be looking at this game and being like, there's like no load times. What are you talking about? This is a level-based game. Every time you enter a level, there's like a little bit of load times. And it's usually around 1.5 seconds slower on Switch 1. And that may not seem like a lot, but you know, there's like 64 something like that levels.
It adds up.
It adds up a lot. In total, it saves around 1.5 minutes in any percent, which is a ton. So that's why it's so much faster. And that's how I was able to lower my any percent PB late last year was by using Switch version. In 380 stars, it saves 5 minutes. So
that's ridiculous.
It is.
That's like speedrunning 101. It's like, yeah, saving a second might not seem like much, but if you save a second on every single level in a run, that adds up very quickly.
I was actually in the same boat. I was like, there's no way it can really save that much time, because like I was also like thinking back to, I'm like, where are there even load times? Like, it doesn't seem like the loads were that long on Switch anyways. It seemed like they were instantaneous. And then I did a run and golded by 3 seconds in the first split. I'm like, oh, I get it now. I understand now.
Yeah, like, you know how much time the Switch 2 version of Scarlet Violet saved over the Switch 1 version? It saved like 20 plus minutes.
I thought it was like 30, yeah.
Yeah, the thing with stuff like typically like 3D Mario games and the like is that the loading times are well masked, so you don't really think about it too much until you're confronted with the cold hard truth.
Yeah, the cold hard truth. Also, this this right here is another auto scroll. It's called Fuzzy Time Mine. This is another one of those cases where, like, you know, I push the auto scroller forward a little bit. I'm gonna do it again here by jumping up here, and we're gonna do it again at the end and play a little bit off screen. The world record actually plays like most of this level off screen, but I am not, like, I've done it before. I'm just not good at it. It's something that I haven't added in runs, but I plan to soon because it saves about like 30 seconds. So yeah.
Yeah, we have an interesting question for you. Are you playing on a cartridge or are you playing on a digital?
I am actually playing on digital. That's something else I changed when coming back to this game. I used to play on cartridge. Digital saves around an extra 40 seconds for loading. So in total, when I went back to running any percent, I was actually like saving 2 minutes instead of 1.5 minutes.
So here's a question. Are you playing on digital on internal memory or on an SD card?
Yeah, internal memory is the fastest way. If you play it on digital on SD card, it actually doesn't save much over physical. So, all right. So now this is going back to what I alluded to earlier, where we were talking about like using the baseball and how Oz thinks that's disgusting. Well, sorry about this. Because we're gonna keep doing that here.
Oh, it's disgustingly fast. It's offensively fast, actually.
I love that one because that one room ends in like 5 seconds. It's really funny. Right there, we just tap the POW block.
It just feels like something that shouldn't work, but it does.
It feels like it shouldn't be like a thing. It feels like Nintendo doesn't want you to do that, but like again, it's in the game. Like they had to have known, right? Surely. I'm gonna cope and say that so that I can do it on this hotfix.
It's a fun way to, if you have, I mean, in the original, if you had someone who maybe wasn't as good at games, they would be able to still collect stuff and do neat stuff by cheesing it on the touch screen.
Yeah, I actually really like this game because I have ADHD, and so like when I have nothing to do on screen, what I like to do is I like to just like play around with the gyro controls, as you're seeing right here, and get hit too.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's fun.
All according to plan.
I saw that you would like going through a clear pipe and just tracing the pipe as you moved through it.
Yeah, well, that's also because if you let go of the gyro like cursor, it will actually go away after a few seconds. So that's to keep the cursor on screen.
Okay.
While we're going through this auto scroll, you mind if I read down another announcement real quick?
Yeah, I was gonna say now's a good time. Yeah.
Nice. One thing that I do want to just promote here is our YouTube. Of course, if you want to catch up on past GDQ Hotfix shows and marathons, you can do so at youtube.com/gamesdonequick. If you're watching this on YouTube, hello, consider liking, subscribing, or becoming a channel member to support GDQ. Big shout outs to all of the YouTube fans. I do see your comments and I love every single one of them. Now, if you're curious as to what's coming up on Hotfix or interested in running on GDQ yourself, and so you can check out this week's schedule and submit your runs to be showcased at gdq.gg/hotfix. We do see all the submissions that come in for these shows, and it does mean the world that people are interested in running for stuff like this. It's amazing. And speaking of the schedule, tune in this Thursday through Saturday, February 5th through 8th, for Back to Black, a 4-day speedrun marathon featuring black speedrunners benefiting Race Forward. Use !schedule in Twitch chat to check out the event, or visit gdq.gg/BAF for more info. The folks over at Black in a Flash have done amazing work on Back to Black, and I really, really hope y'all enjoy it this weekend. It's going to be absolutely amazing. Back to the run.
Back to Black is going to be absolutely amazing.
Oh yeah,
I cannot wait.
Very excited for that. So we have Boom Boom again. If Boom Boom was so good, why wasn't there Boom Boom 2? And there is.
Her name's Pom Pom Girl.
Pom Pom will be later. Don't worry. There's also Pom Pom 2. But this time, what's funny about Boom Boom is that his second variation is actually easier. Like, he doesn't disappear at all. He doesn't go invisible. So yeah, it's actually way easier. Also, I got a 1-up because I just tapped those coins. Yeah, very nice. I actually got a sub 1 hour for World 6. So we are... Actually, I think we are still maybe barely PB pace. So I if you would like to,
don't worry, we'll keep going.
If you would like to give me the go ahead or not to keep going,
keep going. Again, chat. Normally we would take breaks and longer runs like this, but we're gonna skip over it today because we wanna see if we can get a PB out of this run.
I don't know if it's possible. It's gonna be close and I need to play well, so we'll find out together.
By the way, that Sprixie is like a middle of the road.
No, that was the incorrect answer. Remember that one correct answer I said that is correct? That's the best Sprixie is World 6. I don't know.
It's not bad.
Is that the one that you were thinking too, Oz?
No, I was thinking the purple hair one because I just kept like purple. You know.
I considered it to be the blue-haired girly earlier.
What if the prize is skipping break as we go gambling? If I'm on PB pace, I'm not going gambling.
After the run.
We go gambling after the run.
Gambling?
Yeah, no, after the run, I'm down for that, yeah.
Yeah, okay. Wonderful.
After the run, for sure. Of course. I would 100% do that after the run, no matter what, for you all.
Exactly.
Chad is trying to bribe me into going gambling.
It worked.
So this is Motley Boss Blob. This is the other like unique boss they added into 3D World. This is the easiest variation where like she doesn't send out shockwaves. We're going to be fighting the harder one later on. And something that a lot of people don't know is that we used to think, once again, that it was random where she would spawn after she slams like this. We found out that she will always spawn in towards the middle of where she lands. So she will spawn in towards the middle of the arena. And so that's how I always know where she's going to be. And that's something we didn't know
this boss,
for like...
This boss is a girl?
I believe so.
I didn't know that.
I don't know.
I didn't know that. I don't think I thought of the gender of this boss, if I'm being honest.
I mean, considering considering Motley turns into a giant blob monster, I don't think anybody else is like trying to figure that out either. I'm gonna be honest.
That's fair. That's fair.
No comment.
No comment. All right, man. All right, so we're moving on to World 7 because we had World 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Obviously, next World is 7, right? Like we all know how to count, but the thing is Nintendo doesn't know how to count. So
What comes after 6?
we have World Castle, of course.
Wait, that's not how the meme goes. 6 castles doesn't have the same ring to it.
That we don't have to do the meme.
Oh, thank God.
we
How am I supposed to make?
we saved brain rot, everybody. We did it.
How am I supposed to make 6, 7 jokes?
By the way,
like this in these
can we get an
conditions?
H in the chat, a capital H in the chat for that clear pipe that we just saw there? H.
Capital H.
H. All right, so we're
How am
gonna
I
do
supposed to
some
make
more.
6, 7 jokes? Okay.
I'm sorry. I know that's the only reason you asked me to be on your show. My bad. I'm sorry.
Yeah, exactly.
All right.
I'm only here for the brain rot. This is just brain rot the show. No.
Why is that actually true? Anyways, moving on. So, anyways, after roasting Oz's show, let's move on. Also, that skip right there has gone through such a change. So on the Wii U version, I did not mean to grab the top. On the Wii U version, skipping that warp block that I just did there by doing that big jump with Peach, that actually lost a second on the Wii U, but I kept doing it because it looks so swag. And then on the Switch version, because the character's run speeds got buffed, it actually now saves a second. So we did it, chat. We did it.
We did it.
Sticking with it was worth it. So we go from that level to a lot of people's least favorite level, just because this level is very well known on the Switch version. Because they upped your run speed, it's very easy for your jumps to get eaten on these boost pads. So it makes this level a lot more difficult than it ever used to be. But as long as you jump on the first half of the boost pads and not like near the edge of it, then you should typically be fine.
Fair. Also, Joey, if you roast my show again, we're gonna replace your face cam with Subway Surfers footage.
I'm surprised that hasn't happened yet. I'm gonna be honest.
We don't have Subway Surfers footage. We don't have it with us. It's not a thing that we have just lying around.
Dude,
I mean, we've got what? 30
Sounds like you
minutes
should
left in the
change
run to
that.
find some footage.
We got
That's
some
fair.
time. We got some time. Also, I almost died there. Thank you for talking and yapping so that no one noticed until I said it just now.
It's okay. I noticed.
Speaking of notice, it's fireworks.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh,
I was hoping you
yeah.
wouldn't notice that, but okay.
Boo.
It's also funny because like I very often will get fireworks, but I often will get it like on the 6, which is even like the worst kind, because if you get a 1, it loses like 0.5.
Oh, no.
If you get a 3, it loses about a second, and then if you get a 6, it loses like 1.5. So around a half second each. So now we have another scary level. This one is, in my opinion, this is my favorite level of the run because it just looks so cool, even though there's lava.
It's a good level, and I love this song so much.
I agree.
too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would also
also-
agree.
Also,
This whole
speaking
soundtrack is great.
Speaking of scary things, our producer Rail kind of said, "I have an idea" after I said Subway Surfers. So we're gonna see what
know, and
happens.
I'm
Yeah.
scared. I'm very scared.
I'm also a little scared for you.
This run's been a great meme. Shout outs to production and shout outs to my comms if you haven't seen one of my runs on GDQ before, this is what you can expect them to be. I take them so like my main goal for anytime I'm on the GDQ channel, make it entertaining. That's always like the thing I tell people when you do a GDQ run. Just make it entertaining first and foremost. No one's gonna care how good you play. Just have a fun time with it.
This has been a very entertaining run, and again, also shout outs to a wonderful producer Relkan who produces this show every other Monday. It's absolutely amazing. They're some of the best people I've ever met, and they are absolutely amazing with all the bits that they do during this run.
At HGDQ, I was given on like the second I got to the hotel, Ray gave me a thing for my badge that said tummy ache survivor, and it's still on my badge, so
I have it too. It's good.
Wait,
I think I got given like 3 of them too. Like I have extras.
I also have that on my badge still.
All right, so here is Boulder. This is a boss fight that this is the World 4 boss fight that we would have seen if we did the castle. And the scary thing about this boss is it's RNG once again, where I basically we're trying to get a 1 cycle, and I think I just got it. It says 10 seconds to get a 1 cycle. We set that one enemy over to the side there, and we just basically hoped that he wouldn't randomly shoot his rocks at it and destroy him. And there we go, 1 cycle. Let's go. That saves 10 seconds. Nice. So I do love the video game trope of boss that you beat in the first act of the game comes back in the third act as a mini boss instead. It is very funny. Those are like both. I guess the other one on the other side was a mini boss beforehand too. But yeah, those are both returning boss fights for the Split in the Path.
Good job getting your rocks off, Joey.
Thank you. I don't know how to respond to that, actually. I really don't.
We're not going to address that. We're going to move on.
And this is why I always am like hesitant to invite Clay to my comms. All right, so this level, I recently have been failing a lot recently, but there's going to be this tower here that we're gonna go over here too. There's these key switches that we have to unlock. Oh, by the way, another small thing they added and changed in the Switch version is you can dive forever. It used to run out on this on the Wii U version, but for some reason it doesn't run out on the Switch version. Like you can just dive till the end of time, which I think is really funny that they changed that.
I mean, it's gotta be useful though, right? You know.
All right, so now we're gonna go here. So the reason why I left that one key down there, you may think I left that one switch by accident. I actually did that on purpose. And the reason why is because this cutscene here, this cutscene right here actually like is a little bit like shorter because like it's closer to the box. So that's another like small 1.5 time save that we are going to take with us.
Can I be real? I also thought that Joey said die forever, and I was just like,
yeah, you can just die forever. Yeah.
Yeah. It's actually a hard lock. You cannot, you're just stuck in the death animation.
You're stuck
for
in
all of time.
Forever. Yeah.
Exactly.
Also, someone did say like, oh, you didn't pick up the backup catsuit. The reason why is the next level we're actually going to get the boomerang. It's the only time we're not going to use the catsuit, and it's for a green star in World 7's castle. So I didn't grab the catsuit there because
It's not the only time you're not using the catsuit.
True.
You've used the Tanuki already.
That is true, and we will use the Tanuki again. All right, so this is the last Captain Toad mission, and in my opinion, this is the worst Captain Toad mission. There's a lot of different like moving parts to this because we have the swamps that we have to worry about. So yeah.
Yeah, this one's a little evil, actually.
A little devious, you know?
Well, yeah, it is surrounded by lava. That means it's evil by default.
True.
That's true.
People have been saying this about this one specific. I don't know why I said it like that. People have been saying this.
People have been known to say this.
Okay, I was supposed to hold on to the swamp so that he didn't move there, but unfortunately he did, and okay, that's fine. I played a little safe there, but we're good. And that was better. That was better than it normally goes. So I'll take it.
It was better. I agree.
It is better. Yeah.
One thing that I do want to say is that I did have an intro planned for when we were going to come back from the break. And for those that pay attention to this show, I do have a bit at the beginning of every break when we come back. That I say happy like national whatever. I go on like check a day and like they're always like real holidays or whatever, right? And the holiday that I had planned was Happy National Change Your Windshield Wipers Day. Yeah, it is a real holiday. It is a real holiday, and it is today. And I hope that all of you are taking care of your cars as you drive, and especially
changing your windshield wipers.
Especially those windshield wipers. I bet half of you have not thought of your windshield wipers since you got the car that you currently drive. I'm willing to put money on that, and make sure you change your windshield wipers, y'all. All right.
What a great public service announcement. Thank you, Alice.
As someone who does not drive, this does not affect me.
As someone who doesn't have a car or a license, this also doesn't affect me.
Yeah, I'm the one person on commentary that drives. between the three.
Yeah.
Also,
I'm not helping the statistic.
Also, something fun fact for this level is those blargs. Yes, that's the actual name of them. If you go on top of these clear pipes, which you can do that, you can skip the clear pipes and just go on top of them. Those blargs, if they hit you, they are one kill, like one shot kill, even if you have a power up. So yeah, pro speedrunner tip here from the runner here: don't get hit. Also, to give an update on how we're doing against PB, I am plus 0.9. So,
so there's still a chance.
So you're saying there's a chance. There is a chance.
We're less than a second behind PV. All right. That can be made up literally anywhere.
We gotta lock it in, okay? We gotta do it.
Blarg has gotten a lot of facelifts over the years. He changes a lot depending on game. I like the Yoshi's Island one.
Oh yeah,
the
the Yoshi Island ones are the best because those are the ones that look the doofiest.
Yeah, and then that's the one that's in Tetris Attack, which is also great and has one of the best songs in the game.
All right, so this right here is the level that we specifically in the last level we grabbed a boomerang and we grabbed it for the upcoming final green star of this level. The backup for it is actually really funny. I just connect a second controller and yeet that character off the edge, but we're not going to do that instead. Instead, we're just going to, do this the actual way that Shigeru Miyamoto intended. Me and him go way back. Shout out to Shiggy.
I mean, it is after 11 o'clock. That means it's Mario time.
Yeah. Hey, I just had dinner with him the other day, like, he's chill.
Yeah, I went to Japan and had dinner with him, yeah.
Exactly.
Japan and had dinner.
Yeah, I did say dinner. I don't know what that means.
Dinner.
Also, if you didn't know, you could do this, by the way. So Bowser usually takes 9 hits to the car to defeat him, or 3 hits to his face. And you can use the touchscreen or the gyro controls in the Switch version, and you can just do this, and it's really funny.
When I found out that you could skip 6 hits if you hit him in his his body or his face, that changed the game for me. I do that casually too as well. It's fun.
Again, shout outs to nose strats where I used to wipe my nose on my gamepad to do that.
Ew. No. Don't say it like that.
No, not actually. Okay, calm down. Also, there's all the Sprixies. There they are. That's all of them.
That's all 5 of them.
Yeah, so get ready on time because it's totally the end of the game, right? Oh my god, time! Wow, totally. That's it. Wow, we totally beat the game. Definitely.
That Sprixie gets a 2 on hair.
And there you go. I just PB'd by 25 minutes and got world record.
Everyone knows that a good Mario game ends on the castle.
Yep.
True.
Wait, what's happening?
There's no more content.
Wait, what's going on?
I'll give her a 3.
All 5 of them. There's not 2 other ones, but where are the? Why are they scared?
6th Sprixie.
So Bowser went to Goodwill and found a bigger jar. So now we have it here.
You can find a lot of cool jars at Goodwill.
That's true. Shout out to the Walmart big jar TM that we just witnessed. Yeah, that's what happens. That's a bad ending, obviously, because we skipped some Sprixies. Obviously, this wouldn't happen if you saved all of them up until here.
I think that's the good ending.
Shout out to production for actually stopping the timer. Committing to the bit. You can continue it now. Thank you. All right, so now we get to World 8, which, by the way, this is the best music in the game. This is Bowser Land.
It's not World 8.
That is true. Once again, we know how to count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
4, 5, 6, castle.
And World Bowser. Bowser is my favorite number in the alphabet. Wait. Okay, wait, hold on. There's a lot wrong with what I just said.
Yeah.
There's a lot of heavy implications behind that statement.
There's a lot of statements I just said. All right, so this level is really cool. This is the first level of the final world in the game. And once again, the game wants us to use these warp blocks, but instead we're just going to skip all of them, and it's really fun. So we're going to go here. There we go. And we're just going to, we're also only going to get 2 of the green stars instead of 3 of them. So there's that warp block. We don't need that one. We are going to grab this one because we literally have to. But we're going to skip the rest.
Did you know
gaming?
Did you know that 4 times castle is 20 Bowser?
Wow, that's some crazy math. Thank you, Clayton. 1215.
You're very welcome.
Where was this insightful commentary during my
Yeah,
my
that's
run?
all you get.
Well, he
That's all
didn't
you
learn
get.
that math until like a couple months ago.
All right, update on the pace. We are -1. We are
-1. Let's go. Let's go.
The pace
We're in the
pals are
green,
coming
chat.
through.
We're in the green.
Also, thank you to our production member who literally just said in the chat and quoted me saying, Bowser is my favorite number in the alphabet. Thank you.
That is exactly what you said.
That is what I said, and I hate that I said it.
True.
All right, by the way, I'm sorry if you're hungry because this level is going to make you way more hungry.
I am kind of hungry. Hey, look at those gophers again.
That is true. The gophers that you...
My gopher customer.
looks like your customer for some reason.
I hate him.
Clay, would you say that?
What?
Clay, would you say that you could go for some food right now?
Go
that
for
was-
some. Oh yeah.
Why did
could-
it actually
he
take me
could-
time to process? I'm very upset at myself.
Because I didn't use Bowser in that pun.
That is true. We didn't. It wasn't part. It wasn't part of the alphabet.
I bet you could Joe for Jenner in Japan right about now.
Shut up, Clay. This run's going
All
off
right.
the rails.
All right, put the Subway Surfers up. We cut the cameras. We're just gonna have that go for the rest of the run. We're getting too off the rails here.
Mods, cut their mics quickly.
Cut the mic.
Don't say that because Ray will. Like, you know that
It's true. It's true.
You know what's funny?
Command and response.
At PAX West, I did a run of Mario Kart World, and I said something like, just cut my mic, and then they actually did. What is that on my screen? What is that? Is that Subway Surfers? Is that what that is? That looks so gross.
Yeah, that is Subway Surfers.
Oh my
Is that
god.
Shrek? Is that Shrek in Subway Surfers?
I can't wait to submit this to SGDQ.
In MS Paint?
I love that this is going to be my submission video. This is awesome.
If there's anyone that reminds me of Shrek, it's Joey.
That is, please never say that again. Never ever say that again.
Ray drew that in.
Joey's a lot more of a donkey than a Shrek.
That's true.
Oh, that's beautiful.
You can tell that Ray drew that in like MS Paint. You can tell. Anyway,
It's on it for an MS Paint like painting that in like 10 minutes. That's pretty impressive. I gotta say.
That's my favorite. That's my favorite thing to do. By the way, when I have downtime in this level, is just to tap those conch doors and take off their glasses. It's really funny.
How could you?
Yeah, I know. You're like the only one in this. Oh no, wait. Sam has glasses. Never mind. We're so back.
I'm not wearing them.
I was gonna say.
I don't need my glasses when I'm 2 feet in front of my computer screen.
That is true. You don't wear
I
your
do.
glasses on stream, and it throws me off so much when I watch you stream. I'm
blind
I feel like
as a
I'm
bat,
watching
so-
someone else. Like it's not right in the world. So yeah, right here we're going to go up this way. There's a stamp. We're not going to grab that stamp because that would lose time, and I'm on PB pace, so I would like to keep that pace going if we can.
I mean, yeah, you said you were
Where-
1 second green, and that stamp loses you a second.
Yeah.
Oh,
Where's the chat integration to make the stamps turn into green demons when I need them?
Yeah, where's the crowd control 3D world run?
That's what I was looking for.
Okay, so now we have pom-pom again. I actually got very good luck there. It is actually possible, by the way, to tell which one of the pom-poms is going to be the real one. It was way easier to tell on the Wii U than it is on the Switch, but there is still a way to tell. It's just I have bad eyesight, so
Joey, maybe you need glasses.
I actually
You need glasses.
Story time here. I actually did have glasses for a little bit, and I didn't want to wear them, so I just didn't, and my eyesight got better the next year. So I don't know how that works, but. And then
When's the last time you've been to an eye doctor, Joey?
literally less than a year. I went like a few months
Wow.
ago.
That does similarly. This is very unrelated, but that reminds me. Similarly, is how like
this run.
most people who have lactose intolerant, they're not like born lactose intolerant, and they like develop it later in life. I was born lactose intolerant, and then I was just like, nah. I don't.
No, I'm not.
I'm not. At some point in my life, I was just like, nah, I'm not lactose intolerant, and then I just started drinking milk with no consequences.
That's awesome. So this is a pretty scary level. World 8 has a lot of very terrifying levels. This is one of them.
Which world's that? World 8?
Yeah, World
I don't-
Bowser.
I'm sorry, my bad. Yeah, World Bowser. Sorry. I'm locking in. Okay, I'm on PB
It's okay. You've got 70, or actually you've got Castle Bowser coins. So
I hate that, but okay, yeah, true. I guess you're technically right, and I can't tell you no. Actually, joke's on you. I really can, but I'm not going to because I'm too nice because I'm Canadian.
well.
So
haven't heard enough
for
of
anybody
Boot.
who was taking bets, it took an hour and 20 minutes for Joey to mention he was Canadian.
That is true. It happens every GDQ run. So.
Is that a new record?
That might
Probably,
be the
yeah.
longest
Might
it's
be.
been, yeah.
That's the actual PB that we're getting on this run.
All right, so now that was a pretty scary level. That's like a level that you think like the platforms are invisible, but like every time those swamps like slam down on the ground, they kind of show more of the level. But I was going too fast that you didn't really get to see that. So this
You can also ground pound to show a little too.
yeah, this is probably the second last like terrifying level in the run. This is, not only because it's a ghost house, but also I'm gonna need actual like major serious time for the end because it has one of the scariest tricks in the run called candle hops, where we are going to skip another auto scroller, which is most of the skips in this run, by hopping on the candles, and they have very small hitboxes. Right there was a really cool strat too, where I jumped off that dry bones, but that's way easier than the ending. So. We also grabbed that light box that we have on our head right here because we need it for the second green star that's coming up here.
Ray in chat saying Poly Market for Joey mentioning he's Canadian is popping off right now.
That happens every time that I'm on GDQ. Let's go. Also, right here, this is a funny strat right here. For some reason, the game thinks there's a floor when you exit a door, and then we can just jump there. Okay, time for serious time. All right, so that's the easy part. This is the hard part. Okay, nailed it. Good. Whew.
Beautiful. Beautiful. Let's go.
It's so
Good stuff.
terrifying to do that. It's
Good
like,
stuff.
I just golded by 5 seconds.
Hey, yo.
The stocks are going up for me. Let's go.
Stocks are going up. My parlay is hitting right now.
We are 5 seconds green. We've never been more back. Let's go.
Never been more back. Joey just might be the quirked up white boy that's good with the sauce. Okay, like
I have not gotten like so. My PB, for people wondering, is a 135.46. I have only gotten like the best run I've gotten practicing for this hotfix was a 136. I don't know how I'm playing this well tonight, but I will take it.
It's the power of our nonsense.
That is true. I feel like I'm not paying
Yeah.
attention to the game, which is actually funny. But this has also been really funny. Shout outs to my comms once again. I always prioritize the vibes over anything else, and y'all have brought the vibes. Thank you for being here.
And also, if you think we're only unhinged because we're on Joey's couch, no. It's if you see
This
the three
is-
of us in any context, it's going to be the same kind
Yeah.
of vibe. I've
If
done
you
runs
are
with these
at
two on my
any-
couch as well.
Yeah, if you are at any GDQ and you see us, it would be like we speak like this normally. This is not like how we are on Hotfix.
The pack-
No, we don't. We speak worse.
The
That's
PAX
actually
East
true. We
Adventures.
actually make worse jokes.
The PAX East adventures that the four of us had are legends to be told. You know.
Like I'm not even gonna get into the story of Jose the corgi, but like I could if I wanted
That's-
to.
That's a whole thing. That's a whole
redacted.
thing.
That is a story and a half right there, and that's something that y'all will want to know, but we're not gonna tell you. All right, so we're gonna go up here. By the way, this whole level has this whole mystery house has been about the cat suit. So this would be like your last time to refill your cat suit if you needed to. But thankfully, I haven't really had to refill my cat suit too much this time, so I'm very happy about that. I think I've only lost my cat suit like twice unintentionally.
Well, that first time was definitely intentionally because you were demonstrating what happens when you lose it, right?
That is true.
Exactly.
Very true.
Yeah.
All right, very nice. And now we have technically 2 more real levels, but we also have 2 boss fights as well. This next level is also another pretty like clench-worthy part of it, where we're gonna do some more interesting peach flutters here. so starting off right away, it has the hardest jump at the very beginning right here to cross this gap, just like that. You could not do that if you didn't have the midair dive move that they added in the Switch version. So thank you, Nintendo, for that. And then we do this.
Why did you make the block angry?
Oh yeah,
He didn't like that.
I'm sorry.
This was I think the stage in the Wii U version specifically that was a bit evil.
It was, yeah.
Because you couldn't skip. Yeah.
Yeah, the Switch version had a way harder way of doing this skip coming up here, where like you had to like conserve your momentum on the wall, but we can, thankfully, because they upped the character speeds, we can just do this. So yeah, who needs that
This
block?
is very nice.
And I also grabbed that Tanuki not only for that strat right there, but also because of a strat in the final level of the run. Oh, can you grab it? Thank you. That was really weird. All right. Yeah, so ground pounding these blocks right here, it does make them angry, and I know, I'm sorry, but it is faster. It saves a whole half a second every time you do that, so it's worth it. Let's go. Shout out to half-second time saves.
Getting some real Kevin vibes from these blocks.
I agree. It's like if Kevin made Mario 3D Worlds, this would be his block. Just Kevin.
Sure.
I thank you for killing that gopher.
Yeah, that other one just got crushed just now. Like he's gone for good.
That's my stress relief gopher.
Is that also your
emotional support gopher?
No, it's like my worstie right there.
Your
that gopher.
worstie. Instead of bestie, it's worstie.
What's the opposite
Exactly.
of what's the opposite of oomph?
True. One of my foes. I hate that. I hate oomph. I really hate oomph.
Hey, Umphy.
No.
One of my foes. What are my ops?
No, the opposite of your ops is your ups because they make you better.
All right, so now we have to refight Motley, Boss Blob, and Histocrat, and they are quote-unquote harder. Motley is actually harder. Histocrat isn't, because we could just do the same skip we did last time, but they changed it so that Histocrat is a girl, so I call her Mistocrat, which I think is cute.
Herstocrat?
Wait, what'd you say?
Not Herstocrat?
Herstocrat. No, that's not funnier. No.
No, but it's
Mistocrat?
Run a poll. Which one's funnier?
yeah, Mistocrat or Herstocrat?
Also, I'm such a bad person. I grab one of these double cherries so that I can sacrifice one of these Luigi's so I can make sure that I hit Motley.
Wow. Which one's the real one? We'll never know.
I hope the real one didn't die.
You killed the real one.
Also, something that I forgot to mention is the pipes. They did add the like fast pipe entries in the Switch version, where like you can like ground pound into the pipe like Mario Odyssey and stuff like that, and it like doesn't show you the animation. Surprisingly, that's actually slower because like it just takes longer to load the next area. So
Another firework.
But at least it's only one. Okay,
It's only
slightly
one.
better. So, thank you for the poll. I don't know what to title this. What a great poll name. Good job.
Mistocrat or Herstocrat? I'm a Herstocrat believer right there.
Okay, so basically what you're siding with Sam or me. So anybody who doesn't side with me, it's a hate crime against the runner. So
It's true.
And anybody who sides with me is correct.
What was your side, Sam?
Herstocrat.
that is wild.
Yeah, I agree.
I don't know, Sam. You were the first. You were like the pioneer of like water is not a beverage over there at GDQ. So
I remember that conversation. Oh man,
Yeah, because the definition of a beverage is specifically not water.
we're not starting a controversial topic
Oh,
like
God.
this. Come on.
Hey, how many utensils do you
another
use
poll.
to make a peanut butter and jelly sandwich?
So yeah, technically, the second time fighting Histocrat is supposed to be harder because she sends out like lava, like puddles and stuff like that. But again, we just do the quick kill on her, and we don't have to see that ever. So
Histocrat will return in Mario Tennis Fever, in case anyone was worried about their health.
I didn't know that actually. That's really funny.
Yeah.
Okay, I lost time on this split. I want you all to know it's gonna be close. We're -2.
I believe.
And I'm going against the
-2.
gold. I'm going against the gold. This isn't good. Everybody lock in. It's time.
Lock in. It's time.
I'm scared. Okay, so the reason why we kept this Tanuki suit, by the way, is for this upcoming skip. I'm like one of the only people that does this in any percent. It's definitely way faster in 380, but I think this looks so cool that I like the strat a lot. And again, I don't know if it's actually faster in any percent, but I'm always going to keep doing it.
Wait, this is World Bowser Castle, so it's World 8-7. Is that?
That's no. It's actually
Did we already
no.
have
It's
an
Bowser
8-7?
Castle. We already had 8-7.
Exactly. So this is the math is not mathing.
All right, so yeah, like I said, you can just fly straight to this one green star right here. I don't know if that's faster, but I like to believe it is because it just looks so cool. And if it's cool, it has to be faster, right?
Yeah.
That's how this works.
Sure.
That's how
Everybody
speedrunning
knows
works.
The number one rule for speedrun tricks is it funny? Number two, is it cool?
Yeah.
Number three is does it save time?
Yeah, exactly. That's number 3. Yeah, that's the least important part. And we're actually saving the Tanuki suit as well because time is going to. Wow, it tied 50-50. It's so wild. Anyways, the reason why we're keeping the Tanuki suit for the end is because time is going to be when Toad grabs the flagpole at the very end, and because you don't slip on the flagpole like you do with the cat suit, it's actually faster for us to swap to the Tanuki at the end and grab it with the Tanuki. So yeah, now it's time for the final fight. This is Meowser. And he basically uses a cat suit, and he's also going to use the double cherries later on too. Once again, they like to do a fake out, making you think that you beat the boss when you really didn't. But yeah, this first part is pretty much just an auto-scroller, but the second part is scary because I mentioned before there's a skip that I don't do called Fuzzy Time Mind Skip, where you basically play the entire level off-screen. Super Mario 3D Land also has a lot of that too, which is a game that I'm also a top runner in, where you play a lot of levels off-screen. And we're going to do that coming up here too, where there's going to be a section where we have to like climb upwards, and we're going to try to do that whole thing off-screen. And if I do it fast enough, that will determine whether or not this is gonna PB. So I gotta make sure I do it well.
Would you like some serious time?
Yeah, when I get to it, which is coming up pretty soon. I actually need serious time for it, 100%, because it is audio cues that I need to listen to.
Fair, okay.
So actually, yeah, I'll just call serious time now.
Good luck.
Thank you.
Good luck. Give some love in chat.
All right, so here it is. Oh my, that was so fast. Okay, good. Nice.
Beautiful,
There we go.
beautiful, beautiful. Round of applause.
There's also another one that we're gonna have to do, but it's less difficult, where we basically just have to push the camera up a little bit more once we get to the end here. Oh, whoops. Oh, I thought I died there. All right. I don't know if that's PB. It's going to be really close. I'm actually so scared right now. This is so
Well,
close.
if nothing else, we can say that you weren't pussyfooting around.
Okay. I'm going to ignore that. All right. So that's pretty much it. Time is coming up. I am running my splits in the background, so I'm going to know exactly what the time is, but this cutscene's about like 50 seconds, so I'm very scared. Oh, man. Come on, just let me get it. My PB's a one, for reference, my PB's a 1:35.46. So, it's going to be close. Come on. I don't think I've ever actually PB'd on a hotfix before. This would be really cool. And get ready on time. And time. That's a PB by 2 seconds. Let's go.
Let's go. Let's go.
Let's go. Oh, man.
Let's go.
Wow, that was so close. I hope that is actually showing up as 1:35.44 on GDQ's screen as well. Okay, it showed up as a 1:35.45 on that time, but on my On my timer, I got a 1:35:44. It's gonna have to be retimed anyways, but that's officially barely a PB, which I wasn't expecting today. So nice.
That's good. That's really good stuff.
It's a baby PB, as baby as it can get, but I will happily take it.
It could go 1 second.
Yeah, by 1 or 2 seconds, again, it'll have to be retimed. But
God,
yeah.
I've just been loving this. This was like amazing gameplay, a PB. The vibes have been off the charts, and like just all of you, thank you so much for being here and for doing this run and for commentating. It means the world.
PB stands
This
for
is-
poll.
Yeah, it's genuinely it's been
poll best.
poll best. Genuinely. Oh, there's Plessy. There's Plessy.
There's Pussy.
There's Plessy.
Pussy waved at you. Say wave back.
I don't want to say that yellow-haired Sprixie, like her hair was like bananas, so she goes down a few points too.
Okay.
That's fair.
All right.
That's
Cool.
Wait,
Like the Ken
wait.
Street Fighter 5
Now I
bananas.
did promise you all we will do gambling. Don't worry.
Exactly.
I did not forget. We will. You know, we have a couple different spots we can go gambling. We'll go gambling until we win. Okay. Because I went way underestimate. So.
We got time.
While we're going through this, because we do have to wait for these credits to go, I guess technically I could skip them, but where's the fun in that? I do want to quickly do some shout outs. Like I said, we have a Discord for 3D World where you can run the game and ask questions and stuff like that. I am actually thinking about making a beginner's guide to any percent and also the other categories, which I might make in the future with like more basic strats that people can learn from. But other than that, before I do my shoutouts, CMM and Sam, do you have any shoutouts you would like to give or plug anything?
I'll go first. I mean, all I've really got besides, GG's on the PB, and thanks for letting me ruin it by talking over it, Joey. But besides that, if you want to see more of me, or hear more of me, I guess, because you can't see me, but if you want to hear more of me, I do stream speedruns of not this game, but a bunch of other random games over at twitch.tv/illegallysam. It is marginally less nonsense when I talk over there by myself. But
That is
that's
true.
pretty much all I've got to
Unless
plug.
unless I'm in chat.
Yeah, unless Joey's in chat.
Yeah, I guess all I've got is thank you for letting me ruin your run as well. Congrats on the PB.
I love how both of you said like not even like, oh, I'm glad I got to like add some insightful commentary. No, thank you for letting me ruin everything.
I said
Yeah,
maybe
there was
two
nothing insightful.
things.
But don't follow me on Twitch. I guess you can follow me on Blue Sky if you want to. If I had to mean I don't stream, so
Don't follow me on Twitch.
don't follow me on
Sounds like-
Twitch. I'm
it just
begging
sounds
you.
like a warning.
It is.
I'll do my shoutouts after we go gambling. So let's go gambling. We have a couple times to do this. So there is actually a way to like do it with the audio and always get 777 coins each time by matching it up correctly. However, we're gonna get a text box the first time we go in, so I don't know if I'll be able to do it with this. We'll find out. But let's see if we get it. All right.
Big money, big money.
No whammies.
Oh, I got it first try.
Let's go.
Hey.
777.
No, oh dang it.
I mean, castle.
Castle, castle.
Oh yeah, I'll put on the shades. I forgot. I promised my chat I put on the shades. Anyhow, with that, thank you all for thank you for having me on the for Scenic Route. I'm very happy. I never PB'd on a hotfix before. This is something that I wasn't expecting. Again, I got like no 130. This is my second time getting a 135 ever, and of course it was on hotfix. Did way better than all of my practice combined. So with that being said, I stream at twitch.tv/KingJO444. I run a lot of games. Like, it's kind of wild how many games I run. I'm known for like a bunch of different ones on the GDQ channel. But I love running 3D Mario games and also like Astrobot and like Golf with Your Grandmother, something like that. But alongside that, I also want to quickly shout out, I'm going to be doing another hotfix in 2 weeks. And I'm going to be doing it for Super Mario 64 Randomizer on February 17th. So yeah, with that, thank you, Oz, for letting me on. And this is great. It was a good mix of chaos, but also good explanations and chaotic nature in general. So thank you.